So, have you ever come across this idea that one single food could actually replace your daily multivitamin? It's a pretty big claim, right? Well, today we're going to unpack the argument that liver might be exactly that. Let's dive in. And there it is, short, simple, and straight to the point. Liver equals nature's multivitamin. I mean, it's a really provocative statement. Can one food actually pack that much of a nutritional punch? Well, we're about to look at the exact evidence that's used to back this idea up. Okay, so where is this coming from? The source is a social media post from an account called The Proper Human Diet Net. And they don't just make the claim, they lay out some very specific data for a 100-gram serving of beef liver to make their case. So let's dig into their numbers one by one and see exactly how this argument is built. So their whole case really rests on three key nutrients: vitamin A, vitamin B12, and the mineral copper. These are the three pillars they're using to hold up that big nature's multivitamin title. Let's break them down. First up is vitamin A, and whoa, the number they throw out for this one, it's a big one. You could say this is their leadoff hitter for a reason, and you're about to see why. 1,200%. Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. Not 120, 1,200. The claim is that a single 100-gram serving of beef liver gives you this much of your daily recommended intake of vitamin A. And this chart just puts it into crazy perspective, doesn't it? That first little bar, that's what you need for a day. And the amount in beef liver just towers over it. We're talking 12 times the daily requirement. Now, the source obviously presents this as a huge plus, but it is worth mentioning that vitamin A is fat-soluble, and most health organizations suggest being a little cautious with such high doses from a single food, because it can build up in your body. All right, next up. The argument continues with vitamin B12, which is absolutely crucial for things like our energy levels and just keeping our nerves working right. And the number here? 200%. Now, it's not that astronomical figure we just saw with vitamin A, but think about what that means. We're talking about getting double your entire daily requirement from that same little serving of liver. And yep, the visual here makes it crystal clear. With that same 100 grams, you're not just hitting your B12 needs for the day, you're getting twice as much. You can really see how the case for liver being a nutrient powerhouse is starting to build. Okay, on to the final piece of the puzzle from the source, the essential mineral, copper. This one is interesting because it's not about a huge surplus. It's actually all about precision. 100%, not more, not less. The claim is you get exactly what your body needs for the day. This is the last data point they use to round out their argument. And there you have it. The two bars are a perfect match. A single serving provides exactly the full daily requirement for copper. So let's just recap the argument they're making. From one food, you get a massive amount of vitamin A, way more than enough B12, and the perfect daily amount of copper. So what's the big takeaway here? What's the point of all this data? Well, it's not just a list of facts. The source is using these numbers to make a much bigger argument about where we should be getting our nutrients. So they use this data to basically frame a fundamental choice for you. On one side, you've got the pill, manufactured with isolated nutrients. And on the other, you've got real food, which the source argues gives you this nutrient synergy, where all the parts work together the way they do in nature. And this is what it all builds up to. It's a really direct, really powerful call to action. Based on the nutrient density we've just seen in liver, the message they're pushing is simple: forget the pill, eat real food. So after laying out all the data and making their argument, the source kind of pushes the conversation beyond just liver. It's really challenging us to think about how we define nutrition itself. And it leaves all of us with a pretty important question to think about. What does real food actually mean to you?